Hi folks, and welcome back to Meaningful Money. Now we're going to carry on talking about foundations now. This time we talked about emergency fund and debt and things like that. By foundations, remember, we're talking about the things on which your financial plan must be built. Take one of these things away and you've got a pretty shaky foundation, and you're not protected against worst case scenarios. So what we're talking about now and for the next 2 or 3 videos is protection. And by that I mean life assurance, fundamentally. That's a bit of a general term though, so I'm going to go into the specifics of what that means. Now, when I went to financial advisor school, some 13 years ago, 12, 13 years ago, they teach you various things. Obviously they teach you the basics of financial advice, and one of the things they taught me was something called the Lipsy scale. That's L-I-P-S-I. And that is meant to be the order in which you address your client's financial needs. And it stands for life, income, pension, savings and investments, and in that order. So what I'm talking about today and the next 2 or 3 videos is the L and the I, the life and the income. These are the things which form the protection part of your financial plan. So, protection. Broadly, we're talking 4 things really, 3 really, but possible a 4th one that you can protect against. Things which can happen to you, which can undermine all your planning. All your planning. First one is death. Obviously that pretty much puts a spanner in the works when we're talking about long-term investment if you get run over by a bus. So the first thing to protect against is death. Secondly, critical illness. By that I mean illness is serious enough to materially affect your long-term prospects. So the obvious ones: cancer, heart attack, stroke, multiple sclerosis, motor neuron disease. These they used to be called dread diseases, but now called critical illnesses in financial speak. So death, critical illness. But what happens if you just are too ill to work? What happens if you have a bad back and can't get out of bed? What happens if you have something like chronic fatigue, something which won't necessarily shorten your life but can significantly affect your ability to work? What happens then? So those are, if you like, what we're doing there is protecting your ability to earn. We call that income protection. The 4th one really, which is a bit of a subset and not a major part of many people's financial planning, is unemployment assurance. Not least because generally policies which protect against that are usually very bad value for money and difficult to claim on. So what I'm particularly going to concentrate on is what happens if you die, what happens if you get a critical illness but don't die, but it materially affects your health and long-term prospects. What happens if it's not too serious an illness in terms of shortening your lifespan, but can affect your ability to earn. So I'm going to take each of those 3 over the next 3 videos and break them down. The different things which are available, policies and products which are available to insure against those things, and the sort of things you need to be looking out for. So remember, death, critical illness and income protection. Those are the 3 things. We need to have some or all of these in place depending on your circumstances in order to make sure that the rug isn't pulled out from under your financial plan. See you next time.